This video will explain in English how to use the spreading machine. We use Chinese language screen, but the position display of the function is exactly the same as the English version. This bucket is where you put the fabric, and this is the fabric trough. And here is the cutter part. This is the operation panel. Turn on the power button. Then select the language to enter system. You can choose English language. Here are 3 modes, all of which has same function. Set the length of the fabric in centimeters. How long you want to spread, for example 10 meters, put in 1000. There's preset number of layers. For example, I want to spread 200 layers, so I put in 200. And this yellow area is the number of layers already laid, which will be counted here. Each time a layer is laid, the yellow area is increased by 1. This manual sharpening the cutter. This is the cutter. Click on the manual sharpening function, then start sharpening the knife. Click on the manual cutter function and you will see it starts cutting automatically. These 2 buttons are for manual fabric retraction and fabric release. These 2 buttons need to be long pressed. You will see that one is putting the fabric and another one is collecting the fabric. This is the point of origin positioning. The new machine needs to be locate the starting point at the beginning. Let's look at the origin sensor. When the sensor recognizes it, the machine will stop. Long press the origin positioning button. The machine will come to the starting point and the light will display like this. It shows that this is the origin. Every time spread the fabric, the machine starts to work from this position. For example, if you put 10 meters, the machine will go 10 meters forward and then spread back for the single spreading. This is the button. This function controls the button opening and closing. This function is the automatic release fabric. When you put the fabric on, you have to turn on this function. Otherwise, the machine will run empty and will not put the fabric down. You can turn this function off when you put in the fabric, but when you finish putting the fabric and adjusting the parameters, you must turn this function on. Click the left stop button and then click the start button. The machine will stop on the left and the right side is the same operation. These 2 arrows indicate direction and the speed can be adjusted up to 10 levels. The speed depends on the fabric and simple fabrics can speed up. The tightness can be adjusted here during the spreading process. Long press this mode button. The 3 modes can be switched. The first one is to run empty when moving forward and spread the fabric when coming back. And second one, spreading the fabric back and forth. And third one, spreading the fabric back and forth and cut once. The first mode is usually used more often. Use more is the operation screen and the setting screen. Just talk about the operation screen, now talk about the setting screen. The top is the anti-collision button and the bottom is the emergency stop button. There's brake lights on both sides, and when the machine is running, pulse it and the machine will stop. This is a collision avoidance system. It's installed at all four corners to prevent sensor failure. The first button has two modes, and now the situation is the roll fabric mode, which relies on the motor to drive. Folded fabric will cover this with this board. The folded fabric doesn't need this area, just put the fabric on it. This mode can be switched to roll fabric or folded fabric. Dial close refers to this position on both sides. Dial close stop refers to stop paving the fabric function, and the dial the close function is opposite. The raised distance means that with each layer of fabric, this object will automatically lift up a little, which is set according to the thickness and the thickness of the fabric. Residual adjustment is to adjust the residual slot. Under normal situation, the fabric is just hang on this pole, no more and no less. But if there's too much fabric, it will be stuck in this slot, so it needs to be adjusted. These functions are usually adjusted frequently, such as residual adjustment, tightness adjustment, raise distance, and slow down.